Hey everybody, it's Tripl-L coming in with a My Hero Academia video. This time specifically, we're doing manga comparisons, comparing the manga chapters 166, 167, and 168 to episode 80 of the My Hero Academia anime, the episode that featured Aoyama's special day. Okay, cool. Hey guys. Yeah, this one had a few interesting changes. There's one giant omission, so let's just get into it. The majority of them, aside from the one giant one, are pretty small. And you'll see that as we get into it. So, without further ado, the first big change is the first cool thing. They added kids showing off their quirks, specifically Magnet Missile, the King Slam, and the Hula Hoop. Those three were given a featureless panel, pretty much just words on a white panel. So this was really nice expansion from the anime. In general, this was where the anime really shone for the episode because they gave effects to quirks that we didn't really see in the manga. Another later example that I can bring up, the child with Queen Beam. In the manga, you would never tell that there was a heart, just a beam. So this was just really nice on the anime, and that was kind of the gist of the episode. They gave a little bit more detail to things that manga just kind of glossed over. The next change had me confused on my watch through. Bakugo mocking Todoroki. This Bakugo face doesn't appear in the manga, so this was another good job anime giving something I didn't expect. I really thought that this Bakugo was somehow an illusion until I rewatched just to catch what had actually happened there. Never thought he would mock Todoroki in that particular way. Next up was another case of the anime illustrating something that just had a black background. The anime added the images to match the exposition when the little boy was talking about the sucky people in society. Moving on, the next thing I'm going to show is just to illustrate how the anime took their time with expanding material, specifically the kids on the slide. Here is the page with Todoroki getting ready to make the slide. Then here's the immediate page after with the slide built. Between these two pages, you can spot the shots that appeared in the scene. What ended up happening was the anime took 3 pages of content and expanded it to about 30 seconds of material, specifically dialogueless content, just keep that in mind. Anyway, they focused on the kids' enjoyment and the spectacle of it. The thing that I was really hoping to see personally was the construction of the slide, and the anime did provide something a bit more than the manga, which I really appreciated. One last thing just to give praise to the anime, note how close the anime got to the original manga panel. Pretty cool. One thing you can see though is that the manga panel has the advantage of being a little bit more clear with the lines on the ice sculpture. Moving on, next we have a giant omission. 3 pages of giant omissions, in fact, with 20 missing lines of dialogue. Some of those lines offering some good ideas or a cool discussion. So here's the highlights. You missed Bakugo getting destructive with cleanup. The kids were tasked with cleaning up and they got the little kids to help them. Kami was thanking Bakugo for helping. You missed Shoto playing nice with the Chain Chomp kid. You missed Gang Orca tying up the importance of helping the kids, tying up the relationship between kids and adults, and giving the teacher some last bits of encouragement. So pretty much you missed the ending of the storyline that was started with the kids. You also missed the ringleader returning Bakugo's gauntlets, and you missed Kami making friends with the little girls. It's unfortunate that we had to lose all this material. The next was a really small change, but it's one that calls back to Inasa's backstory. When Inasa sees Endeavor talking to Shoto, he recalls the Endeavor that he once saw. At the bottom of the page, you see Endeavor's new eyes. This is why the anime has a focus on Endeavor's clear eyes. It's because Inasa is there. Inasa is the character that makes Endeavor's eyes a symbol for Endeavor's change. What we ultimately have with anime is a stylistic change that unfortunately just takes away a little bit of that explanation of why Endeavor's eyes were important for that particular scene. You could still get that message though if you just remembered Inasa's story and you made note of Inasa watching that exchange. And finally, we're in chapter 168 material. Yeah, there weren't that many changes, and we're in with the Aoyama stuff. The anime skipped a portion of Izuku's narration where Izuku specifically describes Aoyama as a hero. This rhetoric is here because of the possibility of a traitor in general in UA. This was probably also the author's way of foreshadowing that this whole thing with Aoyama wasn't going to be that serious by just knocking that out of the park with Izuku saying that Aoyama is most definitely a hero. But that was all that the anime skipped for the Aoyama chapter, and that was actually really surprising. All said and done though, that's it. We got nothing else. No more big changes. The big one for this episode was really removing Gang Orca, pretty much summing up the value of what the kids were doing. But this must have been a decision that the anime made, thinking that the Gang Orca's, well, his scene, the lines, the message wasn't going to be important for the overall story of Hero Academia. I would argue it may not be directly important, but the idea of guiding kids, the idea that the heroes may not always be there to watch over the kids, and that's why the educators need to also be there to fill in the gaps, that idea does have some resonance with current activities occurring in the manga. That said, the anime has skipped cool stuff before, so this isn't out of left field. It happens every now and again. I just question why it had to happen in this particular situation. Anyway, everyone, thank you so much for watching, and let me know what you thought down below, and let me know if you like these type of videos. If you like the comparisons, please leave a like and share the video. That always helps, and that tells me that these are worth doing. Anyway, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I might catch up on the 2 episodes I missed, but I'll have to see how much time I have, and yeah. Till next time, I hope you have an absolutely great day.